You know, I never actually introduced myself at the beginning of these videos. Or at all on this channel thingy of mine. I was watching, well, I've been watching several podcasts in the past week or so. And I realized I've been a bit impolite in my own videos. Like, every single person is like so polite. They say, hello, my name is da-da, and I do this, and meanwhile I'm just here saying, hi, here's the thing I do, bye. Alright, so yeah, those were voices on my neighbor's kids having fun in the snow. We finally had some snowfall on around midnight on Friday night, so if you can hear them, they got very healthy lungs. Anyway, so that's okay, I'm sorry, this sweater is, my cardigan is a little annoying. Alright. So how about I start with actually being polite? So, well then, my name is Gunnhildur. I am an Icelander, live in Iceland, and on this channel I really like, for the most part, talking about yarn, knitting, crochet, what I'm doing with my hands, other than this strange thing I do, don't know why I do it. Occasionally maybe some, like, what clothing I'm getting and stuff like that I really want to share because I want to share with someone. So yeah, thank you for watching, and yeah, I don't know what to say now that, yeah. I got myself a little bit off track right now. I'm going to start with the things that I'm actually working on. I'm trying to think if I forgot anything, because I like being prepared, I like having things right by me when before I shoot, but I always forget something. So, I think I remembered everything. Let's start with this blanket. I'm currently working on 3 blankets. No, sorry, that's probably 4. Yep. Anyway, so these are my one and only, well, my very few yarns that I got from Hobium before they closed their web store thingy. Kind of miss them. I only shop from them once, but I was really looking forward to once. That was like 2 or 3 times. I ramble, sorry. But I was really looking forward to getting some of the yarns that I see people were getting. And anyway, enough rambling. So this is their Kartopu velvet yarn. I got them in the I can't remember the names. The this lovely red color, this dusty pink, and this brown. And I decided I wanted to make a blanket, so I look a little bit, but it's a little bit more than it was last time I swung this around. I got 3 skeins of each color, and I'm just making this really simple garter stitch. And the pattern on this yarn turns out really interesting. It's a little bit like the stitches kind of end up raised. It's really, I like it. If I remember correctly, I think these are needles number, I think they're 4mm. Hang on. No, they're 5mm. So that's 5mm or US 8. So I done itty bitty. I did the top pink and a little bit of the red one, so it's getting there. This is gonna be a long time in the making. Another blanket that I'm working on, and it's going slowly because, number 1, the needles are really big. I mean, they're a 9mm or US 13. But also, see, I'm making this out of IceYarns lambkin color, pink white, pink, look, oh, so pretty. But it also gets really heavy. But it's slow and steady, and it's gonna be so much fun. it did occur to me, I was thinking about this just last night. I will never be able to wash this in the laundry machine, because if I would put this in my washing machine, it would break the machine. I'm gonna have to always wash this by hand. So, but it's gonna be so fluffy and it's gonna be good. Hope you understood that. So. See. Ooh, yeah. We were talking about. No. Let's talk about this first. This is my lion brand Scarfie in a coral coloration. Like that could have been disastrous. See, these needles I got from Hobium. They are in this birds. This absolutely gorgeous set of golden pins. Urk! Anyway, they're in this lovely thing. And I've been really looking forward to, you know, working with them, because I work a lot with and around words. Hello words. Anyway, so really looking forward to working with these needles. They're actually quite nice to work with, and like they have a little bit of weight to them, but not too heavy. And they're nice to hold. So, and I really like the Scarfie on top of it. So so I cast this on last night around 10:30 when I should have been see, this is what happens. I always cast something on late at night when I'm tired and I can't think, and then I decide, you know what, I'm gonna start a new project that I actually have to think, because this is going to be Lion Brand Yarns the Checkerboard Rib Scarf, and it's so pretty. I don't have a picture of it, but it does require some thinking, because you do end up with like really nice checkerboard pattern all over. And last night at the second round, I get so confused. I had to unroll everything, because I did not have the brain power to just, you know, go back. No, didn't have brain power, so I just frocked everything and started everything again. So, oh look, it's a little snail. So, looking forward to doing this one. And as for the sweater I've been working on, well, I did finish the second sleeve, and I did get it attached. Now, this is supposed to be a cropped sweater for myself. It's gonna be so cropped. It's gonna be nice. Because I never actually wear cropped sweaters, so I want to wear this. So yeah. I still haven't quite figured out how I want to have the collar, so I kind of want it like in this rib pattern, kind of racking sleeve, like that sweater I saw online from Garden Studio. I kind of want something like that, but because I have a completely different stitch count, I'm gonna have to think, and I'm not in the mindset to think right now. So. Last week I cast on and finished this cowl. Well, I call it a cowl. The maker is Dawn Regan, and it's her cozy ribbed scarf. And I cast it on, I finished it, I'm really happy with it. It's gonna be nice, particularly in like calm winter weather, or in the spring and autumn, you know, when it got more calm days, something like that. But I also noticed that I need a new hat. So I cast on a hat and I finished it. I actually finished it. I'm so happy. Now it does have, for me, because for these both I used Fantasia in the pink colorway. So there I used a skein and a bit in the scarf, and just under what was left of the second skein for the hat. So happy. And because the original maker of this hat, I think she was using like really nice yarns, so her hat was like more fluffy and more you know, beanie like. Mine is more stiff and has this tuota. It has this like elfin top, which I like. But this is the On the Sea Train by Escape Tricot. Yeah, so I found all these patterns on Ravelry, so I will link. But I will try to link both the Ravelry pages and the original posters, because I know that not everyone can like see Ravelry pages. Like one of my sisters doesn't have a Ravelry account, so she can't see anything if I post some, you know, link to it, because he doesn't have an account. So there's that. But yeah, this hat is so super nice to make, so quick to make. Now I did make it entirely in 5mm double pointed pins, because I don't have a 4.5mm needles anywhere, and I don't have a short enough. Well, I was having but yeah, I'm actually more used to like wearing scarves and like shawls, so I don't really know how to like wear this one. It's a problem, but I like it. It's nice and soft. Like, I mean, do you see a difference? Like, I knitted this on how big were they? I think I knitted this one on 8mm. Okay, the 8mm is a US 11. And this I knitted on 5mm, which is US 8, right? Yes, huh? Learned it. But it's the same yarn. Like, I love seeing the difference. Just, it's the same yarn, but it's different size needles, and like it. So, whew. So yeah, I definitely, yes, I will probably have more time to knit this year, because, alright, so, if you're still watching, thank you, because I'm gonna keep on rambling. Every year, since 2015, I have set myself a reading goal on Goodreads. I am one of these people that I have to read the book. I can't listen, because I have trouble just see, here's the thing. When I listen to something like on radio or TV or whatever, my mind is always going to wander away. Usually when I'm like watching something, like I'm watching YouTube videos, but at the same time I'm usually also reading. Reading is just my anchor. But even when I'm doing that, my brain is still off somewhere. Like, do you have any idea how? Well, some of you probably do. When you're actively paying attention to a video, and then you have a book in front of you, and everything is fine for like 2 or 3 minutes, and then I maybe start up a little bit of Minecraft game to start fishing, because my brain is just going. So I have these 3 things going. I may even have a knitting right next to me to grab into if my brain goes that direction. And then suddenly I realize I'm daydreaming. See, the thing about the Goodreads reading challenge is, for me personally, 2015, I set myself a challenge of reading 60 books, and I finished it. 2016, I remember that year. That year I couldn't read enough. That was a very good reading year. I remember putting myself a challenge of, finishing 6. I think I put myself a challenge of actually reading 80 books. In August I had like 1 or 2 books left to finish that challenge, and I was distressed because I actually wanted to finish the challenge late in the year. So I didn't want to finish it in like still with a third of the year to go. And I remember setting the challenge to 100 books and then more, and I ended up reading 130 books. So yeah, that was a very good reading year. So 2017, 18, 19, I have read 100 books a year. Even sometimes more, but Goodreads doesn't have the all the books in the catalog, or you know, they don't have all the books in the entire world. So, but last year I was struggling. Last year it was very hard for me to meet my goal of reading 100 books. So I read my last book on the 30th of December, and that was just by scrambling. Because when I put myself a challenge, I like to meet it. I don't want to have it on my feet being yeah, you didn't finish. I don't want that. So I got a little bit of burnout, so I decided that this year I think I set myself a goal of only 60 books, and of course I've already read 11 books. Because I also want to knit this year. Last year I was trying to juggle both knitting, which takes its time, and reading, which also takes time. And there were also other things that I wanted to do, but I was just cramming myself into a very, very tight little box. So this year only 60 books on Goodreads, and I did discover that on Ravelry there's also a you can put yourself a goal for a year. So I set myself the goal of finishing 16 objects, no, separate projects. So I should be able to finish that. I mean, I've already finished 3, but I also want to finish like probably around 4 blankets. It's gonna be fun. I definitely want to make more hats on Fantasia because this is nice. I do also have to test it out in the snow and the winter, so it's gonna be fun. And yeah, so what did this video accomplish? I finally told you my name because for some reason that just isn't something that I figured that was something that would be nice to do. I told you about my ongoing projects that I'm actually actively working on, but the one thing I finished, talked about Goodreads, I talked about the self-imposed challenge on Ravelry. Anyway, thank you for watching, for putting up with my rambling. If you make it to the end of the video, thank you! It's not always easy to listen to someone rumble. Well, actually yeah, well, sometimes it's fun. Sometimes it's just fun listening to someone just talk. It's like, personally I like watching to the end of videos because sometimes, I don't know. No, I'm the type of person who watches to the end most of the time. I've actually learned that you don't have to, if you don't want to. Like, that is something some people need to learn. Like, I need to learn that. But just because I start watching a video doesn't mean that I have to watch to the end, but most of the time I want to. Ramble. See? I ramble. But thank you for putting up with my rambling. And I'll see you later. Bless, bless.